What, where, why, who, how many. Today I'm gonna teach you about war questions, how you can use them to make phrase and why you will need to use them too. But before, let me tell you welcome to my YouTube channel, English with JL. As you know, my dream is helping you to speak English better, faster, and easier. I oblige myself to bring you all the right method, the right strategy that you will need to speak English. But before, you need to subscribe with this YouTube channel in order to find the videos every week or to get notified when I post a video, and share the videos in order to help other people discovering this channel. This is your class. Well, in this video today, I'm gonna teach you about the war questions. That the war questions, or that the elements that you use to ask questions to other people. And people use them too to ask you questions as beginner in English. So they are so important. The first one is I'm gonna teach you is what. What is a war question that people use to ask questions about information? So what is a war question that is really useful, that people use it every day to ask questions. For example, if I say, what did you do yesterday? I ask you this because I want to know some information about what you did yesterday. Well, what is your name? I ask you this because I want to know some information about your personal information or about your personal details. You see? So we use what for asking questions about information. Now let's see where. So people use where to ask questions. In this case, they want to know a position, a place. For example, if I say, where will you go tomorrow? Where will you go tomorrow? So where is a where question. So people use it to ask questions about place or position there in English. Where will you go tomorrow? In this case, that I want to know the place where you want to go to tomorrow, where you will go tomorrow. Where will be the party tomorrow? And because I want to know the place, the position there, as I use where to ask questions about this place, about this. And then now let's see why, for example. So why, in this case, that people use why to ask questions to know the reason or the cause of a situation or of something, maybe. Why do you want to learn English? It's a question. And then the reason is that because English is really important. Because English is necessary. You hear me? So we use why to ask questions in order to know the reason or the cause of doing something or the cause of a situation there in English. When, in this case, people use these what questions, when in English, because they want to know time, because they want to know information about a time. For example, if I say that when will be the party, I want to know exactly the time that the party will be. So we use when in this case to ask questions in order to know the time. So we use it, the reason why we use when in English is to know about the time. We ask questions about this because we want to know about the time in English. This is really important. So you need to subscribe if you really love or appreciate this video. And I will keep working for you in order to let you be happy in learning English. And then now let's see how in English. So people use how to ask questions in order to want to know the process, the strategy, the way. How will you do it? I want to know the strategy that you will use to do this. In this case, I use how to ask these questions because I want to know the strategy in which that you will need to use in order to make it where to realize it. How many? How many people use it every day? How many? It is a work question that we can say that like an adverb of quantity. In this case that we use it to talk about quantity. About quantity, for example. I want to know how many exactly. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, maybe five, and so on. But I want to know exactly like the number of maybe you want what you need to use of making something or of realizing something. And people use who for a person who does an action or who will do something. Let me say that, for example, who will you go with? Who will you go with? Who will you go with? We use it for a person. I hope this video serves you in order to let you understand how to use the most useful work questions in English. In order to let you understand as a beginner, have more ability in order to express yourselves or in order to express yourself before the people in this case. And we love you so much and I will keep working for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and share it in order to help others discovering this video. And I will keep working for you. Thanks for watching.